This is West Panorama Ridge on the daylight. And this is West Panorama Ridge at night.
The community association in this area was formed to help keep this area rural, because 60 years ago this area had lots of large lots, mostly between 1 to 10 acres. People had horses on their property, they had animals, and they wanted to maintain that. So there was development starting to impinge on the ridge, and the people wanted to divide the properties up into smaller parcels for development, and people formed a community association to try to prevent that and keep this area rural. So their definition at the time of what rural was keeping the large trees, the mature trees, keeping ditches, keeping large lots, and not having a lot of streetlights.
After some dead bodies were found in this area, people became scared of the darkness, and because of that, the West Panorama Ridge Ratepayers Association decided to ask the neighborhood whether if they want streetlights or not.
With time, obviously, communities change. Most of those really large lots have been developed out. We still have large lots by most standards. Most of them are half-acre minimum. But different people move in. Crime became more prevalent, and now there's more people thinking that perhaps more streetlights would actually solve our problems as far as reduce the levels of crime. Because when you have an area that's largely dark, some people believe that is inducive to more crime. So it's changing. The composition of the neighborhood is changing. So there's more pressure now. But we felt that because there's such a lot of history, and there is a lot of people who still feel strongly about not having lights, we didn't want to have like a simple vote that said, oh, 51% say lights are okay. We just put them all in. We just tell the city to put them all in. And what we wanted to do was a two-part thing. One, to just sort of gauge community opinion, which we've done. And we're finding now that more people tend to say they want lights than don't want lights. But then we want to go to every spot where a light is proposed and talk to the houses that ring that light and say, you're going to be right beside a light, do you want the light? And we originally, our position was going to be that we were not going to recommend to the city to put a light there unless every resident around that light wanted that light. If one resident said, I don't want that light, then we would say, okay, fine, no light.